What's up, guys? We're back. It's your girl, the Princess of All.
Jada Great.
And we are here from WGTSDB doing a Q A part 3. Because the first one had 2 parts. So this is technically part 3.
So we're going to try to do this in 15 minutes that we're supposed to do it in.
15 minutes. We can do it.
Only thing that's missing is my cigar.
Only thing this is my drink. I didn't get a drink.
You're not 21.
I was 21 10 years ago.
Hey, how you doing with this COVID?
Surviving, striving, trying to just get back to a new norm.
Are you sending your kids back to school? Trump said he want all kids to go back to school. Are you sending your kids back to school? Yes or no?
Yes.
You are?
Mm-hmm.
Even though the numbers are spiking?
It depends. You know, if the numbers spike back ridiculously, then obviously no. I have a 4-year-old, so washing hands and mouth and face is just inevitable. But you know,
So what I'm hearing is really just want to get your 4-year-old back out the house.
That, and I mean, the world has always had something. I mean, we had Ebola, swine flu. What was the other one? A whole bunch of other stuff. You got jaundice in kids. You got lice. You got.
Why do black people do this?
I'm just saying, it's so many things out there.
I know,
like, I can't keep my kids living in a bubble.
Yeah. Well, whatever you do, let's make sure that we all watch the numbers.
Yes.
Please take caution. Wash your hands. Wear
Stop
your mask.
vacationing. That's the issue.
Yeah. And anyone that you do not know who they have been in contact with, it's okay to ask.
Mm-hmm.
You know, have you been around any thoughts? Have you been around any men thoughts? Have you traveled anywhere where it's thought radius? You know.
And let me tell you, honey, them strip club numbers,
leave the strippers alone.
they is packed. Okay, that's where the COVID coming from. The strip clubs, the bars.
Okay, but either or, let's take caution going into the fall.
Yes.
Because July is pretty much done with.
Yeah.
We're 2
July
weeks
and
in.
August. I mean,
Yeah.
it's over.
All right.
And done with.
So the Q&A. This is where you, the listeners, email us QA at WGTSDB.
Yes.
All right. So,
That means questions and answers for those of you who've been out of school too long.
wow.
What?
Okay.
It's just, you know, just educating people.
Yeah. Well, they were like, well, during this time, you shouldn't really drink. Look, you can't quarantine people, and Netflix is not updating movies. You said we can't drink, and then you want all of us to be stuck in the house.
You can drink in your home.
Listen, that's the only way I can get by dealing with my family.
I go to Club Princess every Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, I'm just joking. I'm joking, people. Listen,
No.
drink water, stay hydrated, eat lots of vegetables, anything that boosts the immune system.
Drink liquor if you're quarantined with toddlers.
All right,
My
so.
mother's out there, you understand.
Oh God. All right. So the first question: what's one of your best memories or wow moments in radio?
Okay, so are we saying wow moments like embarrassing wow? Because I have one that I will never.
What's
ever
one of
forget.
your best
best
memories
Okay,
or
best
wow
memories.
moments in radio?
Okay, best memories. Ah, man, there's so many. I don't know. There's so many. I don't know. Like, I've been doing radio for so long, I can't like pinpoint one moment. I mean, you know, I met Lloyd when I was like 14. Bow Wow, had a whole concert. All the way for me doing the Big 3, meeting Ice Cube, and you know,
Pick
some
one.
of the players.
They didn't say multiple. So Lloyd would be it.
Okay, nope. The Youth Store Awards. We did the Youth Store Awards a few years ago. We handed out awards. We got dressed up. We did this whole big ceremony in the studio. I'm gonna say that was one of my best
Really?
moments. Yeah.
Because you were speechless when you first met Lloyd.
I was.
You couldn't hardly talk.
I was 14.
You asked a lot of weird,
Like kid
bubble
questions.
questions.
Yeah. Are you single?
How do you do your hair?
Yeah.
All right, so
Okay, so mine would be the Youth Store Awards. What would be yours? I mean, you've been doing this way longer than me.
I wouldn't go back to the 90s because with nobody current, because if I went back to the old days, would nobody get it? But current, I think my best moment was the height of the Good Time Show. For those that didn't know, that's where we both started. That's where I came from. The height of the interaction. Like when people, you know, before everything just got so loose the way it is now, people listen to the show from beginning to end. And the best moment was like people holding on to every word. Like when we would say something and they would tweet or reach out and be like, "Oh, that was funny," or "Oh, that was," and just that interaction of consistent, like the full time we was on the air, they was just interacting with us.
People used to call, like that was like the best thing. Places Duval used to call, like everybody used to call. I'm like, boys, nowadays no one calls radio.
Yeah. So that was
okay. I can agree with that.
The best. But if I went back to the '90s, the first time Wild would be when I gave my girl a shout out over the air.
Aw, that's
I was like, "What up, baby? You know I love you." All right. So
and your kids.
What is what's one of your most embarrassing moments?
Oh, this one I will never forget. And this is what I was gonna say the first time. My most embarrassing moment, and to this day, he still does not follow me, and he blocked me. And it's like several years later. I was doing an interview, and Jay knows exactly what I'm talking about. And we had Jay Mills from Young Money record label. He was on the show, and we got ready to do the interview, and I knew who he was because I listened to Young Money during that time, but for some reason my brain and my mouth didn't correlate and translate messages, and I was like, "What's up, everybody? We are here on the Good Time Show with Jay Mills," and he was on the phone,
and it went downhill from there. It was like
and from that moment I was blocked, never followed back or anything, and to this day I am still so sorry, Jay Mills. So sorry. He followed Jay.
Shouts out to, you know, hell of an artist, lyricist, gets it in. But that was embarrassing. So that interview, that was the most awkward 7-minute interview. And here's the thing, it went 7 minutes because I was trying to drag it out, but he didn't want to hear nothing from Princess.
Yeah, every question he like gave me short answers. It was just like, great. Can we get this on already?
Yeah, it was bad. It was real bad.
All right, what's one of your embarrassing moments?
So mine was, and she's an actress, and her name was Peoples. I thought it was Pebbles, a babyface ex-wife. So I was geeked. I was like, "Yo, we got Pebbles on the show." And I was like, "So do you miss singing, going to acting?" And she was like, "No, that's the singer. My name is," and I was like, and once again, this is back when, you know, sometimes when you prep in radio, you're rushing because you're getting this, you're pulling this, and it
we see so many names and so many pronunciations. Like,
maybe we should do a behind-the-scenes blooper of radio because people really don't know. Y'all think radio is so easy. It's not. And if the interns or your producers or your assistants aren't actually hurry up, printing things out, putting it in front of you, getting the updates, putting the corrections, like, it's not what you think. So if you look at some radio people, they always look down at their sheet, right? But then some of us sometimes think we got it and we don't look down at the sheet.
And that's where we mess up.
Yeah, that was embarrassing.
We're human enough to admit it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Admit it.
Absolutely. As well as we all have said that we are about to play this song and then another song comes on.
Oh yeah, yup. Song skits, or how about the whole, it like be some kind of craziness in the world, whole computer like it's restarting and you lose everything you're supposed to be reading and you gotta wing it. Yup.
Yeah. Winging it is pretty much 60% of radio.
Bingo.
60 to 70%, right? That's where the talent come in at. Because you got to keep talking. You got to keep talking.
And
you got to
keep going with the flow.
All right. Who inspires you or gives you motivation to keep going in your field?
My family. My family, my parents, my kids, my fiance. I'm not gonna say another person because someone else's success is not my success and it does not determine how I want to be or where I want to be. So I'm gonna say my family, my friends, my kids.
Yeah.
Those things. I don't have a one person. You know, I like a lot of things from a lot of different people. Like, you know, I like Gabrielle Union. I like Taraji P. You know.
We're not you naming names.
Well, I'm just saying I like those women and, you know, their confidence, but I feel like there's still certain things that's in the industry that has not been tapped upon. Like we spoke about the last video, people with kids and their relationships, that's not talked about. So it's no one that I look up to that is doing that, talking about their kids 24/7, talking about their mates 24/7.
You know, it's amazing that you said Taraji and Gabrielle, because ever since you've been on the radio, you've always supported women films. They never paid you promotion, but you've always promoted their films, and they've never came on your show. You should add them on this video, and hopefully they watch it and know that there's a young, talented young lady who's been on the air over 10 years who promoted both of you ladies' films. Just out of the goodness of her heart, along with a lot of other ones.
Yeah, a lot of other women.
You do show a lot of ladies love. You need to start reaching out to them, bringing their asses on this show, or your show.
I do. Oh yeah, because you left the Good Time Show. Boo.
I couldn't listen to some of the music that you guys played.
Oh my God.
I'm so much older now. I'm past that.
Have you heard?
So the Jay the Great Show, we talk about more serious things.
And he has a cup of wine. But yeah, so that's who keeps me moving. What about yourself?
Who inspires me to, or motivates me? Obviously my family. Because if I don't, we probably wouldn't eat. So,
that's a good reason.
I don't want to sound conceited, right? But I actually inspire and motivate myself. One, because I'm the first that's trying to create a new chapter, generational wealth for my family, and lead in a better direction than the men before me. So, but individuals that I look at, that I love their bounce back. Yeah, Jermaine Dupri definitely would be one. Tom Joyner definitely. Godfather radio, baby. But I study everybody. I study Ricky Smiley. I study Big Tigger. My man DL. I study everybody. Russ Parr don't get the credit he deserves, but he's definitely that would go into like the Hall of Fame, Godfather radio. Russ Parr was definitely ahead of his time. So I study radio. My man
even
Lieutenant.
Keith Sweat, because I mean you try to do
Stop.
the you try to do the voice.
Listen, I'm a fan of Keith Sweat.
You be doing the sexy voice on the good
but
time.
But you know what? Keith Sweat is a beast in radio. So like I look up to those individuals. I'm a fan of him as far as artist wise, but radio, the deep voice be killing me. Right? You welcome to the sweat. Like bruh. But here's the thing. To me, everybody has their niche and their market, and everybody is great. That's why we've always supported everybody's show, whether it was the Breakfast Club or, like I said, Big Tigger show. Everybody. Shouts out to Philly Radio. My boy, Big Boy, out there in LA with Power 106. So like I rock with. I study everybody. So everybody inspires me, because everybody. Shouts out to Clue. I can't forget Clue. So everybody inspires me, but no one inspires me more than my family, because whether it's good or bad, I get my energy from them, and they, I'm going to be, what's Sharon's husband name?
Sharon Ozzy Osbourne.
I'm gonna be him. I'm gonna be working to literally the day I die. Like my family inspires me because they let me know, like, whatever, bro, you gonna keep doing it. And I wake up and God gives me that energy. So my family, definitely, but just, paving a new way. That is what gives me that motivation. My family, but knowing that I'm setting I'm laying foundation, putting the bricks moving forward.
Laying it down.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we did it, y'all. We answered 3 questions in 15 minutes. This is the first and probably only time you will see Jay and Princess do a Q A, and then I'm on the top.
And I didn't use no profanity.
Me neither. Well, I don't curse like that anyways.
I do. I got to say those
on air.
Right? And I'm starting to twitch now because I haven't used no profanity. So until next week, we're going to get it popping, and we're going to bring more Q&As. Just send the questions to us. Keep it locked. And enjoy your weekend.
Peace.
Yeah. COVID-19 free.